reality works. As you shift your consciousness like a projection beam through the different frames of parallel realities, you'll create the experiences of change, time and space. But the ideal is that those frames exist all at once. So, frequency and parallel universes, realities, time, and different existences. Everything is going on at one time. The past, the present, and the future. So what we do is not think of it like that. You take one day at a time that God have given us, even if this is an illusion, even if we're living in a matrix, even if we're living in a box, even if we're living in some kind of a spoon, even if we're living in a brain. It's time for you to wake up. It's time for the rise. It's time for knowledge. Not that you got to be a scholar, not that you got to overdo yourself, overwork yourself, but that it's a time and it's a season, and the season has come back around that God has called to his people. Remember, from Genesis to Revelation, it's only black people that from Genesis to Revelation who God is working with. I'm not saying he don't work with no other races, but the races got to understand they true and a living God put a race of people over this earth to teach the whole entire world, to introduce himself to the world, to the races, the nation. But then the race of nation, y'all have refused to comply. You got on the enemy's Satan side, Marduk, or there was a black man. You serve a black man, and you want to call him the devil, Satan, want to put home on you, make sure you change his color. He's just a black person, just like any other black Israelite, but he's not Israelite. We some kin to him because of Christ Michael, Samuel, his father, Marduk, ain't it? All of them, they was black, a black royal family that fell against their father. But it's time for righteousness. You don't want nobody to know. You don't want nobody to teach all this truth, but you don't want God people to wake up. You want them to stay blind. You want them to stay ignorant. You want them to stay cussing, calling people B. That you calling me B's, my name stuff. All y'all who doing it. You gonna wish you hadn't said it. You gonna wish you had never tried to put my name in your mouth. Because I'm not doing anything to anyone. I am only doing my Father's will. I am down here on a mission to do my Father's will. I'm not finna get into that pettiness that you are. Anyway, I'm going on and I'm doing whatever my Father in heaven want me to do. Just like the projectionists, then they had Christ Michael. Our Father, Christ Michael, told us. He showed us how his own people rejected him. Therefore, God used a race that was not to be used for no leadership. But that's what's over the world. I'm not trying to be racist. I'm not trying to be anything. But when black people, you act so you show people that how low you is. You don't try to do nothing but just want to be ignorant. You don't want to learn nothing. You don't want to stop fornicating. You don't want to stop sinning. You don't want to keep no commandment. That's you though. You got your own choice. But I promise you, your choice, whatever you chose, you chose it. God didn't choose it. I didn't choose it. Nobody chose it but you. There's only somebody chose this thing. So don't look at me like I am a bad person trying to get something out of it, come over to my religion. You must have lost your lunatic mind. I serve the living God that made all things. I don't have a religion, and he doesn't either. He kept the commandments to Christ Michael. And that's the 613 laws. But since God knew that was going to be too many for you to even think about that little brain you got, so he gave you 10. You only want to do them 10. Thou shalt have no other God before him. Thou should not murder, steal, kill. Thou should not commit adultery. He told don't fornicate. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days thou labor, do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. The Sabbath day, the seventh day of the week is Saturday. So stop all that doing all these things on Saturday. Sit home, read your Bible, read to your children so they can stop going out killing and stealing and fornicating and homosexuality. The young boys that think they're getting away with this. Nobody is getting away. I understand, seem like I talk hard sometimes, and I don't mean to. But my people is, some of them, I love all the ones that love me. And I know it's some out there that love me, and I love you all. And I want the best for you. But these ignorant ones, they're trying to override what God have said that must take place. It's time for the truth, ignorant, the ones who ignorant like that. You the same thing, rejected God. You just reincarnated back into this day of time. You still ignorant. You rejected him then, but it's your last rejection. You going to the lake. No other choice, because you did it for your own self. Just like the projectionist can take a strip of film, stretch it out, and look at all the frames